Well, ladies and gents, I'd just like to report there is a God. There is a God, and they've cancelled Max's Velma. It's weird saying Max. It was HBO Max's Velma. You know, that bizarre self-insert, like, Scooby-Doo rip-off, but it wasn't really a Scooby-Doo rip-off, from Mindy Kaling. Yep, that's apparently been cancelled. Thank God. Jesus. So yeah, apparently Velma has been cancelled. Hardly a surprise. So let's take a look. This dropped yesterday, by the way. I'll leave this article linked down below. But Davy Cummings, an artist on Max's Hollywood special for Velma, claims that the show will not receive a third season. So pretty confident, to be fair. If they're an artist as well, just as an FYI, they should know a little bit more in advance of other people, because the pipeline for artistry on these kind of things, animated shows, it is quite a long time. Actually, the animation stuff takes quite a while, so they get that started typically quite early. But in a post to Instagram, Cummings wrote, "Backgrounds I painted for Velma Halloween special. So fun working with this crew. There will not be a season 3. But I hope to get to work with these amazing talented people again one day." He then encouraged his followers to watch the Halloween special, writing, "Go watch Velma, Halloween special on Max." Alright. Okay, I mean, I'm not going to, just as an FYI, because it's crap, but that's the news. So the show's cancellation is, of course, not surprising at all. The fact that it got a second season was the surprise, but I think, as I just stated, the pipeline for animation takes quite a while, so I think that they'd already pushed some of that into production. Amazingly, thinking it was going to be a hit. Weird people, but never mind. But yeah, so basically the audiences hated this show. The show had an abysmal 1.6 out of 10 rating on IMDb, with the overwhelming majority, which is 86.2% of people, giving the show a 1 out of 10. 86.2% of reviewers gave it a 1 out of 10. And you can see it here, 79,000 people. So 86.2% of 79,000 people gave it a 1 out of 10. I mean, that's really bad. Obviously. That's really, really bad. At one point, this was the worst rated cartoon show of all time. Animated show of all time. I don't know if it still has that, but I do remember that was one of the things that this show was famous for, which is amazing. 68,000 people were like, yeah, 1 out of 10. That's crazy. 1.9 thousand gave it a 2 out of 10. And then perhaps bizarrely, 10 out of 10, 3,500 people gave it that. I presume they gave it that review whilst they came up from having a lobotomy. You know, 3,500 people had lobotomies and was like, yeah, this is amazing. 10 out of 10. Fucking 10 out of 10 show. You high, seriously. So anyway, on top of the abysmal review scores, the show appeared to not really have an audience. So the show's premiere episode, which arrived on Max back in January of 2023, only received 5,100 reviews. The season 1 finale only garnered 1,800 reviews. That's, of course, a decline of 64.7%, which is pretty insane. And it didn't get any better with the second season. In fact, it got worse. So the season 2 premiere only received 598 reviews. The finale, 559. So, yeah, pretty bad. It received less than 600 reviews, of course. And it still lost 6% of people from at least reviewing it, which is mad. And the recently released Halloween special, which debuted on Max October 3rd, has only received 52 reviews so far. Like, how bad, like, God. How far do you need to miss the mark to be that bad at something? And this is an indictment of the individuals in charge at Warner Brothers as well. Like, genuinely. Because you can't keep making this stuff and thinking, yeah, we definitely know what we're talking about. And obviously you don't. Obviously you're greenlighting shit. So given the clear lack of viewership, the show, it's unlikely it will be missed. Of course it's not going to be missed. On top of that, the show was a poster child for woke ideology. It was a vehicle for woke propaganda. So, yeah, pretty terrible, to be honest. This is quite a good channel, actually. Well worth checking out. Everything woke. Or everything woke about. Basically, go check that out. It's good fun. It's good fun. But this show has been abysmal. Absolutely woeful. So, obviously, it's not going to be missed. And things are even worse over on Rotten Tomatoes. 7%. 7% audience score. 38% critic score. So some of them obviously had lobotomies and didn't hate it. 7%, 10,000 plus reviews. Like that's real bad. Season 2 is not much better, by the way, just as an FYI. So we'll get to that now. 13%, but only 250 reviews. So again, it just goes to show, because I think like people see 13, they're like, oh, it's gotten better. No, it hasn't. And actually, it doesn't really matter if it had gotten better at all. What you're looking at is a massive decline of people like being remotely interested in even watching it. 250 people reviewed it. That's real bad. That's really, really bad. Just 10,000 plus to 250. Not 250,000, just 250. That's real bad. Halloween special. Fewer than 50 reviews. Not a massive surprise. It was out on October 3rd, but you'd expect some reviews coming in. And the one critic reviewed it, and they hated it. Daniel Kurland. Velma, this Halloween needs to be more special. Goes out with a weak whimper rather than a bold bang after 2 unsuccessful and widely unpopular seasons. Time to finally let Velma, both the series and the character, rest in peace. So there you go. Velma is dead. Cancelled. Max finally, saw some sense. There is a God. And they have proclaimed on high that Velma should be cancelled. So what do you guys think? Did you care? Do you not? Is this the pendulum swinging the other way? Have these studios just burnt enough cash now and they've finally realised they need to produce good things? What do you guys think? Because we are seeing increasingly more and more stuff being cancelled that was obviously dog shit and, nonsense. So let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts. So yeah, drop it down below. Cheers, guys. Take care. Bye-bye now.